Sacred Queens, thank you so much for tuning in for another video. If you guys are new, welcome. My name is Maggie and I do all types of spiritual care videos. So if there's something you may be interested in, I would love for you to stick around by hitting that subscribe button so that you never miss another upload. Oh my gosh guys, that's how you know it's been way too long since I started to film, because I can't even remember my intro really. But again, welcome. My name is Maggie. It feels so good to be back. I am back with so much new content, so many different videos and just ideas and things like that, now that I have sort of shifted, you know, into this new chapter in my life. But with that being said, I am back with another video. So over the months, I have gained tons of new subscribers. So if you guys haven't noticed already, I am going through a bit of a separation. Me and my ex are no longer together. Obviously, we've been together forever, since the last 10 years of my life. He's the only man that I've known, and now unfortunately we have parted ways. So now I am now a single woman. She's out in these streets now, and yeah, she has a whole new mindset. She has different goals. She has, and I mean me, right, has different goals and different focuses right now. So with that being said, I had to come up with some new content. Of course, all of my content should, and it's still very helpful. It's still very informative for all of my ladies who are still in relationships and who are still married. Please do not deter from my older videos. Of course, those are still important, right? We should still have those core, you know, essentials and core values already installed, right? So with all that being said, yes, my channel is still faith-based. Of course, that's most important, but I am just a single woman now, so my videos are going to kind of be navigating and kind of growing with me, you know, on this new journey with me. Okay, so with all that rambling, I'm sorry, it's just been so long. I miss you guys so much. So let's go ahead and just jump right into the video. So today's video is all about red flags in Christian dating. If you consider yourself a Christian, I think it's important when we are putting ourselves out there, when we are starting and building new relationships, we need to keep and stay vigilant to a few things out there, right? So I just put together a little list on my women out there who's kind of in the same boat as me, and some of the red flags we should be looking out for when we are meeting these new men and dating. My first red flag we should be noticing when dating: he doesn't submit to Christ. Whoever you're dating, right? Ask yourself, is this man actively like pursuing a relationship with God? Does he even talk about him? Does that even like struck up a conversation? Like how are you noticing, what are you noticing like in his character flaw, or his character traits, I should say? Is he kind of stuck in his own ways? Does he kind of run off his own emotions? Do you see him kind of seeking guidance from God? You know, if not, then that, my friend, is definitely a red flag, especially if you're trying to attract that godly man, right? So if he doesn't submit to Christ in any form or fashion, then that's something to maybe steer clear from, right? Second red flag, guys, is he doesn't go to church. So again, we all know that church is not just a building that we go to, right? Church can be in your heart. Church can be by yourself. Church can be in your home with your children. You know, it's really just where the heart is, where two or more people come together. You can have church by yourself. You can preach to yourself as long as it's the Bible, you know, you're preaching that to yourself, right? But no, guys, be weary of a man who doesn't think church is important, or who doesn't think fellowshipping is important, or who doesn't take the time to do those little things. Again, you don't have to get up every Sunday, even though that's great. That's what we should be striving towards, you know? Sorry, y'all, I'm looking a little inappropriate. So yeah, just be careful of that. Christianity, I wrote down, Christianity cannot be practiced alone. You guys know what I mean when I say by that. Like, we can have Bible study, we can have that time with God alone, you know, but fellowshipping is so important, right? Coming two or more under his word and under his law is so much more beneficial, you know? So, and then honestly, if he doesn't even go to church, if he's not being led by the Holy Spirit, how can he lead you, right? I'm pretty sure he wants us to submit eventually and to be that woman, right? And to succumb to his ways, but where is he getting his guidance from, right? If he doesn't even go to church, right? Number 3, ladies, we have to stop overlooking this, including myself. is his major character flaws. Okay, we all have them, so we have to stop treating these men or acting like they are just picture perfect. They should not be held accountable for certain things, you know. And I mean bad characteristics, bad traits, like he's unforgiving, like he's quick to anger, you know, how does he treat his family, how does he treat his mother, how does he treat his children, you know, if there are any, because a bad character runs the risks of destroying your relationship before it even begins, you know. Like bad character, bad habits, bad traits should be looked out for. It should not be overlooked, I should say, because again, those are the same things that are going to irritate you later, that are going to destroy the relationship later. It's going to be the death of the relationship later because you didn't take time to first acknowledge those things and even work on them, or acknowledge them and then, you know, choose to not deal with it or not, you know. So we have to stop ignoring these character traits that these men are carrying so freely, you know. We have to stop ignoring it and holding them accountable, and then holding ourselves accountable if we want to deal with that character or not, you know. Number 4, again, a fourth red flag in Christian dating. Okay, and I stress the Christian part because if we are women of God, I feel like we have to hold ourselves accountable, because this world is filled with so many different influences and, you know, things like that. Like even during this single season I'm in, I had to take a step back. I have to reevaluate myself and some of the things I have let go, as far as my personality, as far as my, I don't know, I just been enjoying life, you know what I'm saying? But I have to remember, like, hold on, you're still a Christian girl, like you can't be just in these streets like that, you know. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with enjoying your life, having a little bit of fun, enjoying your single season, and then staying vigilant while dating, you know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying, okay? Okay, so number 4 is he pushes your boundaries. So that can really mean any form, but what I mean by that is if he pushes your boundaries, if he pushes your buttons, if he knows what your triggers are. Of course, we should have control of our triggers and things like that, but if he's constantly poking or beating a dead horse, or, you know, he's constantly pushing your boundaries to do things you don't necessarily want to do, ladies, and that can of course mean sex. That can mean him pressuring you into sex, because of course a lot of men, or most men, don't really take celibacy seriously, or they don't really look at it as, you know, a long time thing, you know, like something you have to work for. I don't know, but when it comes to men like that, and you find yourself, or you find him hinting at little things, or kind of pushing the envelope, or kind of planning, and like kind of like just not even listening to your boundaries or your stipulations of the relationship, because you guys are just dating, right? So we should definitely have those boundaries in place already. But yeah, or maybe he's pushing to things like going to strip clubs or casinos, or being in environments and around people you don't necessarily be around. And guys, this is not a wedding ring. This is just my cross ring that I got, and I put it on my ring finger just as a symbolization that I am committed to Christ. So this is not a wedding band or an engagement ring. This is just how I keep people away from me when I'm out. So yes, so strip clubs and environments you don't want to be around, if he's like pushing you, encouraging you to step out into the, you know, like it might be time to reconsider that relationship, okay? So the 5th red flag in Christian dating is he is impatient. Patient is a fruit of the spirit, you know, is one of the fruits of the spirit. And I think it's important. I think it's there for a reason, patience, you know, because patience needs to be practiced. It's something that's already in us, but it has to be practiced, you know. So if you find yourself dealing with someone who's impatient, again, like I mentioned earlier, if he's quick to anger and things like that, like that's something to definitely pay attention to, because I noticed that patience or impatience leads to a lot of problems. I'm dealing with some of that myself. I do have 4 children, so I'm kind of preaching to myself here as well, but I think I got it under control a little bit when it comes to relationships. I don't know, I haven't been tested enough, you know. I've been dealing with the same person forever, so we shall see. But I'm saying he's impatient with you, then he's impatient with others, and he might be impatient with the relationship, and he might be impatient, you know. And it's just too many predetermined challenges that comes with a person who is impatient, and you can find that out pretty quickly, you know, in a relationship or someone that you're dealing with. Right? So again, it's going to come out, so we have to pay attention, see if we want to work with this or if we want to flee and start over, you know, because there's nothing wrong with that either. And last but not least, my sixth challenge, 6 red flags, in Christian dating, is he doesn't define the relationship. Now, again, if you're just dating, if this is just casual, of course, there's no need for a title or anything like that. But if you are dating, you know, and he does not define that relationship, and you kind of wake up and kind of questioning the relationship itself, then yeah, there's no clarity, there's no specifics, you know, of the duo, and there needs to be, you know, because as a Christian couple, right, we should already be dating with a purpose, you know. It shouldn't just be casual all the time, you know, unless that's just the state that you're in, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, like, actually dating, putting yourself out there, getting to know someone, their family, yes, there eventually becomes purpose behind that relationship. And you, my sis, we deserve to have a relationship that's honored and that's defined by God, that's defined by the person that we're with, you know, essentially, right? We shouldn't have to be second guessing ourselves, let alone a relationship, let alone if this guy is my boyfriend, I don't really know, we're dating, you know, we're too grown for that, first of all. And if he's not really sure himself, then maybe again, it's time to start reevaluating the relationship at hand, because you deserve to be glorified and honored, and you know, you deserve to have all of the acknowledgement. And if a guy's not willing to do that for you, and no, he doesn't have to go splatter you all over social media and things like that. I'm talking about under God. How is he proving and showing and sacrificing and compromising his side to be with you? You know what I'm saying? Is he showing and going that extra mile? You know, is he respecting your faith? Is he respecting the relationship that you have with God, right? Does he love God more than himself? You know, because I feel like if a guy or someone, whoever you're dating, you know, doesn't have that reverence of God, doesn't have that relationship with God, any man, I feel like he cannot lead me. There's really no need for me to be in your presence, to be considering dating you, I should say, because you're not a man of God, of substance, of leadership. What's what I'm trying to say? I'm not trying to be so hard on these guys, but we have to be hard because there's children, there's marriages, there's families involved, you know, when two people join together, you know, and we have to start considering that. I feel like it makes it a lot easier. We get to wean out a lot of the BS and a lot of the unsettled, unready people, men, I should say, you know. So it's all about red flags. It's all about staying vigilant. And it's all about putting God first, going to him first. If you do have that inkling that this guy might want to give him a chance and might want to settle down, take it to God. Ask God to bless it. Ask God to show you signs, because I definitely did this with my ex, you know, and this was my ex right after my ex, you know, and I set the sign. I asked God, show me the signs, show me, because I felt myself kind of cloudy just getting out of a relationship, you know what I'm saying? So I asked God to show me if this relation, and he showed me right after time, you know, until I finally said, okay, you know what, God, I'm not even going to resist anymore. I'm not even going to fight it. I see the signs myself. Like, I'm not even going to go against you. So we have to stop acting like God is not looking out for us when it comes to these men, you know, and giving us the way out, because God will always provide a way out, okay? No matter how stuck we feel like we are, no matter how trapped we feel we are, God will always, okay? And I am a living, walking testimony. God will always provide a way out. And that's why I'm not going to take advantage the second time around with dating and my heart and going after what I actually want and deserve, you know, not going after, but kind of waiting for, you know. So yeah, that's all I'm trying to say. So hopefully this video was helpful. I miss you guys so much. I'm so excited for all the videos in the future. And yeah, tune in for more fashion hauls, skincare videos, Bible studies, all that fun stuff that we get to do over on my channel. So I love you ladies so much, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.